Hi ladies and gents, it's Blackfinch here, and we've got something a little bit different for you today. It's the first British 6th Armoured Division replay competition, and this was running all throughout most of December and all of January, and today is the day I'm putting out the final results. So first of all, a few honourable mentions. First game is Dominica in his Cromwell, and he's platooned up with another Cromwell. They have been pushing either side of the ridge, doing a fair bit of spotting damage, and yeah, it's been a remarkably unremarkable game so far, in as much as they've done the right thing all the way. They've been doing some spotting damage, some damage. They're the bottom two in a top tier game, but this was an enjoyable moment to watch. T-59's donked one of his tracks. It's just circling in. This guy can't seem to get the shot in. So the next honourable mention, and there were loads of entries and I couldn't put them all in, but is Depleted Uranium, Scythe, Adrian Dunn, Tyres, Hitman and Snazzy Alien, who all managed to wangle being in one game together on the same side, which is always nice. I'm not going to show the whole game here because we want to get onto the to the finalists. I might add that all you guys that submitted more than one entry, I will have only have shown one of your entries, just because of the limitations of time. But there were some really good ones and some great entries that I haven't had the chance to put in here. I might bung on the channel at a later point if I get a chance. So Hitman he's struggling here with some FPS, and his ping is all over the place this match. So it's a real credit to his ability to predict where the target's going to be, that he gets any hits at all. The team fell up behind initially, they're clawing it back. Let's put some shots into the Stug. And here's what I mean about that that ping. I mean, just really having to guess where those shots are going to go, and he gets a hit. And unsurprisingly, when you've got 6 guys on your team able to coordinate with each other, it's a big advantage, and they did get the win. But I am pleased to see that could have easily shot this Matilda, but there is only one way to finish, and that's with a ram. So, last of the honourable mentions is going to go to Mormonator. And again, if I haven't chose to put yours on here, that's not because I didn't enjoy it or didn't think it was good or entertaining. It's either because you're one of the runner-ups or the finalists, or I had to make some tough choices. So this is not the natural hunting ground for Tiger 1. The corner on El Haluf is an intense brawling pit where all the heavies go to hide, and this is a tier 7 game. Tiger 1 only has 100mm of frontal armour. Norm's doing his best here to keep it well angled, and he's using the great penetration, good rate of fire of that Tiger's gun full effect to do a lot of damage to the enemy. Now the countdown is running. The team have managed to reset it just a little bit, or someone's driven out the cap. No, it's a reset, but the guy who's done the reset has just died. Norm's losing teammates left, right and centre all around him, and these heavies are pushing hard. It's harder to push up than it is down. Despite the changes to this map have made it much more exciting to fight the battle up this part. Still have more reservations about the changes down the other end, and whether they've actually made a big difference or not. You guys can judge for yourself here. Unfortunately, cap countdown is going, and it doesn't look like anybody is going back to reset it. Norm now finds himself 3-on-1 on this corner. He's got the Looks behind him as backup, and great little tank that the Looks is. It's not the most reassuring backup to have in this situation. This Tiger P's really pushing him, and they both, well, the Tiger P's got the advantage of 100mm extra frontal armour. The Tiger 1 has got the advantage of better rate of fire from its gun. So really, if the Tiger P works the corner, all the advantages will be gained. But Norm's managed to just neo out of the way of a couple of shots there. He's taken one from the Tiger P, but he's keeping an eye on what's going on. He sees this KV closing in on him, takes it out, unfortunately takes a big hit inside, and before he has a chance to do any more damage, the cat timer runs out. I lied, he's not the timer. So, now on to the runners up. The first runner up, and there will be a small prize coming your way to all of the runners up, award goes to Keelamall. Everybody pretty much sent games where they performed really well. Keel, very humbly, sent a game where he just dirked. There's no other word to describe it. He makes one of those decisions that's not the best decision you could ever make. He gets hit here, reverses, tries to get out of the way, and boom. Stuck. And there's nowhere to go from here, but what's this we have here? It's a little tiny... Did you just... No. Alright, well let's see that again in slow motion. So he comes along the pass, trying to be a good scout in T-71. Lakeville did feature fairly heavily here. Just reverses too far, slides down here, is stuck, does nothing for the rest of the battle. I think might fire 1 or 2 shots from here, but is effectively out of the game. What's this? A rogue Chinese scout trying to ram him and missing. And damage is just shown there, but that wipes him out in 1 hit. I'd have been laughing my head off as that happened. So, the next is Lord Carball, and he is driving his Churchill Black Prince. Of the Churchill tanks, it's my favourite, but that's not particularly high praise, as I'm not the biggest fan of Churchills, but he puts this to good use here. It's a very high tier game, tier 9. There's quite a lot of tier 9s on the enemy team, quite a lot of tier 8s. He's in a 7 and definitely in the minority. He's hung around here waiting to see what the enemy has done, and there are a couple of tier 9s heavies pushing down on the path below. He's biding his time, watching out. We've got an E75 at the bottom there, keeping an eye on these guys, keeping them in check. RTDs have also been inflicting a bit of hurt on them. But there's someone in chat talking about the noob level of the team, and I can't wait for the next patch to be able to turn these people off. And Carball pushes up here to the ridge. The E75 makes a bit of a bold, shall we say, charge. Escort shooting at the IS-8. It bounces. I mean, the Churchill Black Prince's gun's good. I think it's the 17 pounder. It's a very good gun, but he's firing at a tier 9. He manages to track the Conqueror. There's a IS-3 and an ISU-152 that have joined the party, but he's in a great position to deal damage to them. Puts a hit into the IS-3, 1 into the IS-8. He's not getting overly focused on a single target. He's taking the shots where the targets present the opportunities, just using his rate of fire to put as much damage into the enemy team as possible. The guys that are below his gun traverse, he's now ignoring. He knows that they can't shoot up at him. 1 more into the Conqueror, who's lingering on very, very low health. Takes a bit of a risk, pushes out more, finishes off the Conqueror. Thankfully the SU-152 is looking the other way. The IS-8 reverses, does a nasty 471 damage to him. There's 1 more in the ISU, finishes it off. And then it's just the IS-3 left. Bit of a failed attempt at a ram, or at least I'm putting it down to that, but he's now got the IS-3 turned, unable to do anything, hoves him off. And the team go on to win the game, and that 1400 damage there, and actually throughout the game he did 2239 1440 damage, so well played there. So on to the finalist. First here a disclaimer, and that's that I didn't do the judging entirely on my own. I know a few of the guys in Brit6 a bit better than the others, so I sought outside help to just review the final few videos and pick a favourite, and this was the one that came up trumps. And it's Gregorian in his Pershing, and it is a tier 8 encounter on Lakeville. He and most of his team, which is a rare sight, have moved to the cap circle. They've left the road down the side of the lake, the 4 line, unmanned, which does prove to be a little bit of a curse. And there is kind of an appropriate level of defence down the valley, 2 TDs and 1 heavy. And that's what I like to see. Too often you see slow heavies going down there. Now Eagle's moved in on the circle. He's putting damage out. He's already secured himself a kill. Trying to damage the KV fortress there by aiming for the gun turret that sticks out the top, the little machine gun turret. Quite his shot bounces. That's still pretty tough. Especially the front of it. There's like a little mini gun mantlet that I think is more armoured, and I should probably know because I have one, but if I were more professional than I am, I'd have probably looked it up before I started doing this commentary. But there we go. Now those shots, I think, are coming from somewhere around H4, where I think there are a couple of TDs capped that haven't been seen. I think the Hellcat's there, and I think the Jagdpanther is there. This shot goes through the gun port on the top. Comes back, tries again. No success. That one either misses or bounces. But his teammates put him hurt. Tries to go for the T150. Someone else beats him to it. The scores are now 2-6 in favour of the other team. It's not looking good. The valley has fallen. The other team control the 4 line. It's just this force in the city defending the cap circle that are left. Now they're all being lit up by the KV4 and the other tanks in and around the circle. The side of that turret's a little bit easier. When it was exposed, the shot went straight through. Now he aims for the finishes off the KV4, which is a big boon to the team. That was a tough tank, and you didn't want that lingering around. It's able to push. They've clawed it back a bit. It's now 5-6. Gregorian's sitting on 1750 damage and 2 kills at this point. Those side shots are coming in on the 3rd man. An SU-100 hits him. You can see the SU-100 up there. So he moves to a hold down position using this hill. Tries to return a bit of fire. Now the Pershing's got really good, like most high tier American tanks, got good gun depression, gun elevation. So it's very good at poking over hills. It doesn't have like a super amazing turret. The gun mantlet will bounce some shots for you, but it's no T29. But going hold down, poking backwards and forwards, as you can see here, is a very good tactic in this tank. And it's very annoying when they do it to you. Right, so the SU-100's fallen back. Gregorian's just taking stock of what's going on, waiting for targets to pop up. He's not becoming fixated on a single target like so many people become. He's really trying to take out targets of opportunity, keep himself in a position that favours his team, lets him do damage and keeps him alive. So you can see a flat panzer takes a bit of a shot in the general direction where it is. It goes through whatever wall or rubble was obscuring the view, takes another shot in the hope it's hit. But the damage tracker won't show that. Shoots the T-34, someone else shoots the T-34, sets it on fire. T-34 uses a fire extinguisher, the Eagle puts a shot in, sets him on fire, and that's his 3rd kill. That T-34 must have been cursed. Set on fire 2 shots in a row. Oh well, it happens. It's quite funny when it does. And it's 11-10 in favour of their team, but the other team's just evened it out. This is a very close game. They've got enemies on every single side conceivable, but they hold the capture circle, which is the objective. Hard to call at this stage. Egregorian's already done over 3,000 damage and secured himself 3 kills. He's having a very good game. And it's one of those very good games that so often results in a frustrating loss. There's a full health IS-3 closing in on them. Where this IS-3 has been for the whole rest of the game is a mystery, and I'm sure his team are not so impressed with his late arrival, though he has got 2 kills, so he's obviously been involved in the fight in some way. But Egregorian and his teammates quickly erode the health. He doesn't get the killing shot. Now a Yag Panther, probably that was sat around H4 earlier, putting shots out, appears. He's aiming for the machine gun turret in the front hull, which is a weak spot. That one goes for the commander's hatch. I think more through luck, the driver's view hatch even, more through luck than actual intention. This Hellcat is targeting Egregorian. You can see he's on low health. He's a bit unlucky. I don't think he's got the top gun. I think he's got the middle one, and he has a slightly lower damage roll. Now, Egregorian's on 17 health. It's him and this Flat Panzer who was on near full health. He puts one shot into him. This could go either way. And he fires the killing shot and secures the game against all the odds. That's 5 kills, earning him 3,000 experience, which is doubled, so 1,500 basic. And that's basic without premium being taken into account, so a very high level there. He gets his ace tanker, he gets a Spartan for bouncing a shot, 5,005 damage, 2,295 potential, a great game. Congratulations, Egregorian. Please do get in contact with me shortly to sort out your prize. For anyone who's looking to join British 6 Armoured Division clan, there is actually 2 clans at the moment because we filled the first. That's Brit6 in game, or BR1T6, which is the one I'm a member of. You can check out more information on the link to our forum below, or alternatively, I believe you can apply through the standard application for clan process on the World of Tanks website. Until then, I've been Blackfinch, and hopefully I will see you for our next competition and some other videos.